Bloomin' Cheese here.
Aww. He thought you were lonely, so he came to see you.
Hello, Bloomin' Cheese. This is the Bloomin' Cheese channel. I do a lot of vlogs about going to Disney and doing many other things. I have movie reviews, that's right, only usually on Wednesdays unless posted otherwise. I also do Pintastic Tuesdays, where I show pins from Shop Disney. I go live a few times if I really want to. Oh yeah. So, I'm just gonna say that hopefully everyone has a good day. Hope you do like, hope you do subscribe, hope you do comment, and let's just watch the rest of this intro.
Alright, so then let's stand right next to Sully. We'll get a picture. Good picture. There you go. Right up here. One last picture. Good job. Good job.
Hello everyone and welcome. Today I wanted to talk about something that is a little different. The D23 did show a lot of things, especially coming up years for Animal Kingdom. I want to touch discreetly on that area, which is Animal Kingdom in general. The way they have it gonna be themed once you get in, there's gonna be animals on both sides. You're gonna have to climb that hill, okay? Right in front of you, Tree of Life. That's gonna be Zootopia. I like to think that Islands of Adventure, which is right there, that's Islands of Adventure. There's a bunch of trails around there. If they could figure out a way to theme a lot of that area to Zootopia, I would fully go behind it. Too much theming could be bad because it is an animal themed park. Keep the animals still there with the theming, maybe. Figure out a way that you could implement showing how or why Zootopia is part of that area. The only problem with that was, yes, animals are shown. Oh, they could be information pamphlets information boards that you see, like, here, this animal is this is his characteristics, and they could theme those boards to Zootopia, making it kind of like this is Zootopia's zoo of what animals are based off of what animals from Zootopia in Animal Kingdom. It's an interesting concept in my head, and I could see that working. I don't want it for the whole park. Islands of Adventure, that small, not small, medium to big circle area of walk around paths right around the Tree of Life, and then they would have their own ride at Zootopia at the Tree of Life. Really, really cool concept in my head for that. Then they talked about Dino Land being part of Encanto and Indiana Jones mixture. If that's going to happen, I would like to see not all, but some of the Dino Dig still there. Because Indiana Jones in the last movie discreetly showed he was he did digs. He was a dig coordinator to find bones. And that was his job. I would like that Dino Dig to still be there, and then it would be almost like you could do a inside of the Dino Dig area. They could do maybe like a meet and greet kind of thing. Have someone that looks like old Indiana Jones, someone like that in there. Still have it so he's kind of like not really a meet and greet, but he's coordinating a dig, and you get to be part of that dig. Or maybe do it so he's kind of watching you, or doing it from a video. He's like watching you like on a stream or something. That could work too. A surveillance system or something like that he's helping kids learn more about fossils. Would really be cool if they did promotional videos with either Indiana Jones himself or someone that looks like him, maybe, or his assistant. You could have an assistant that's a new person that's, Anyway, that area, if that is changing over to that, high chance of that happening, yes. That would split it in half. You would get to have either, they would probably have the alligator still there. That's in that corner. And then on the other corner was the turtles and then some of those birds. And over there, I want a little bit of that area to be enclosed, and that could be, this won't happen, but I could see it as be a replacement of the reptile house or snakes. And then we can name it, why does it have to be snakes? Always snakes. It's a reference to Indiana Jones. People would have a cackle about it, and they can make up a gift shop to make it look like you're wearing like a snake or something that goes onto your clothes. Indiana Jones gift shop, anyone? Right there in Indiana Jones land. Why not? Make it so you'd be able to get some things from the movie, little props, things area. It's a concept in my head. It would have to change up some of the restaurants. Not much. You could theme the restaurants on dinosaurs, and it would kind of somewhat work with the Indiana Jones theme, but I would want them changed, in my opinion. I want Restaurantosaurus Rex to be changed to something Indiana Jones-ish, you know, something that would be themed to what he likes, what he does. Maybe have that diner that they ate at. He ate at with his younger girl. His daughter. Sorry, yeah. And no, his friend's daughter. Yeah, he ate with his friend's daughter at that restaurant in the last movie, and that maybe should come to Disney World. That's a different thought too. You know what? This is kind of a funny theme in my head, but it would really do work. Change up Restaurantosaurus, take off the roof, extend it up. I want a 2 to 3 story building there, and making it so you're able to sit in each and every area, from ground 1 to ground 3, and make that into Yak and Yeti. So Yak and Yeti would get moved over to that area, and that would open up the Yak and Yeti area for something else. Don't quite know yet, but that could be themed to that area, I guess. But Yak and Yeti would work really well in that area, really. Maybe have it so the restaurants are themed after different notions of things that Indiana Jones tried to get. Yak and Yeti could be a reference to something, you know? That would kind of work. We already know that could twist over and go to the corner. It would be a little bit of a bigger land that way. And there's a concept for that in my head, and that is because that back area would be perfect as, and we already know it's probably going to happen, that dinosaur ride in the corner over there. Why doesn't that become Indiana Jones ride in the corner? Would be fun to get to, but you could probably get to it quicker just by scooting through Encanto Land instead of trying to go around the whole edge of Indiana Jones Land. Maybe have it so if that is true, a lot of that, that would allow 2 different shops. There is 2 shops over in Dino Land area-ish to be converted, one into Indiana Jones and one into Encanto all the way. And there's a big one over there. It could be both. They could split that shop in half and say, Indiana Jones, Encanto, you're right there. It's a thought, because that is a huge shop for Dino Land, really. These are ramblings. This is not anything and everything this is happening. It's not true, verified, except for Dinosaur the Ride. There's a super high chance. I'm saying like 80% chance that dinosaur ride is turning into Indiana Jones. Now, I'm saying that as a reference because it is almost the same ride vehicle. They'll have to do a little bit of work on the tracks. It's almost the same ride vehicle as Disneyland's Indiana Jones ride itself, if you've ever ridden on that ride. And I have. I love that ride very much. I'm saying This ride is so good. Yes, the one in Disneyland is somewhat open air, but it's a big wait line that's available to be there, but it's never all the way used. Except maybe on busy nights, it might all the way be used with a line. It is a huge ride, and I love the theming that they had in that ride. Why don't they change up the theming and not make it the same exact ride, but it's themed after the same ride? You know what I mean? It's a concept I'm thinking. It's gonna be an indoor, probably a 90% chance. Indoor, yeah. The wait line, they could change that up. They could figure out how to make that more into Indiana Jones. But that would mean that they are taking away those bones in that museum part that you're kind of walking through to get through Dinosaur. I don't know if I like that. They need to change that up, though. Oh, that has a museum, not a museum, a gift shop at the end. There's a really cool gift shop right there. And I want that gift shop to be all the way Indiana Jones. That is the perfect one. It's not that big, kind of smaller. So that would mean that one on the dinosaur ride. You go around, you come out of Dinosaur. It's right. You have to walk through it to get to the exit. That is the gift shop, and then you come out, and there's also a one on the left-hand side right there. No, yeah, left-hand side when you're walking out, and that one had the dinosaurs that you could catch. If I remember correctly, yeah, had dinosaurs you could hatch. That gift shop had cool things, different things. Nothing you could find anywhere else in Disney World. It needs to also maybe change. Maybe have it as a reference to the old what used to be here area. But it still needs to be Indiana Jones, partly. That leaves us with a semi-small chunk of area that used to be the Dino Spin, if I remember correctly, used to be there. Used to be some arcades, some food, and I could see many things happening in that area. Opening it up, and this is what I want to happen. In the back corner, I'm gonna say, sorry, some of those plants, some of those things, we're gonna have to go a little bit, because that area in the back of that is, I want to be the house, the Encanto themed walk-through house or entrance into a ride. Dino Spin could be Encanto themed somehow. Oh yeah, they have it so they're all not dinosaurs, but they're animals that you ride that are themed to Encanto. So you're like the boy with the poofy hair that can talk to animals, and he rode them in the movie Encanto. It was Maribel's friend, who she grew up with. Remember, he was getting his powers right then. Why don't make it so you go through there and that's the power you get. So that's a cool concept, and that could lay in the theme of the rest. The whole point of Encantoland is having kids see that they get powers by touching a doorknob, by touching a door, going through a door, and then being able to ride or have the power of that power. So that would be the animal theme, would be that. Then you could dive into the concept of showing different powers in rides. That's riding an animal, being able to talk to animals. You'd want to ride them. And then another one could be something else, a different concept of maybe being able to hear other people. Could be a ride somehow. Strength. I want it to be centered towards kids, so they think that they are like really strong. They can hear things in the background, maybe. They can ride different animals. They could change their shape. And then I want the casa, the house. I want that in the back, like I was saying. Probably a walk-through kids area, but it could be a line and a walk-through. I want it to be a line for a ride, would be nice. Concept in my head works really well with the theme. Maybe push back how much they use in that Animal Kingdom area and make that house really big. Have it so it has projections on it, maybe at nighttime. Maybe make it so it comes alive at night, and you would be able to see a musical instance of maybe Encanto as a projection show or as a stage show at night. Would work really well right there. I really do like that idea. Really well. Food. Indiana Jones would have a lot of food, but if you remember correctly, Encanto would too. Encanto had some food offering areas that they had. They had that side shop right in the arcade area. There was a food place, if I remember correctly, on the left-hand side. A small building. That would be really cool to make it into an Encanto food area. They would have food that heals you. Have it so it's Mirabel's mom's restaurant. Would be really cool thought. Have it so it's the food that they introduced in that. That is Lapas a lot of times. But I think they called it something different. But that concept of it heals you, gives you energy as a restaurant. There was no sit-in restaurant that was over there that I know of. They couldn't make one. Casa could have a restaurant inside of it, make it into like it became a bread and breakfast when afterwards or something like that would work. There's a different concept that works with the Casa. I want the Casa to be shown though. I want it to have that projection show on it or a show on it. Maybe make it so the Casa is alive. It moves, not really moves, but it breathes. The window shades open on AI technology. It starts to interact or does interact with kids. Really cool themed area. That would work really well. And I would make it so it would be more centrally kid themed for Indiana Jones and Encanto. So that is my ramblings on the new Animal Kingdom things coming, and that's what I hope in my mind in the instance what is happening in that area. I don't want them to take away the dinosaur dig. It's so unique, fenced in area, and fun to play around for the kids. Why not just theme that area to Indiana Jones? Not really. I think it was the Crystal Skull is what they themed the Disneyland ride to. Why not change it up, making it so it is could be the Dial of Destiny where they travel in time, and they do. It could be one of the others that it's based on would be very good too. I don't know which one. I don't want them to do Crystal Skull yet again. More than one different kind of ride would be nice.